I have been waiting for you.
That was your voice before.
It was. I am the one who brought you here. My name is Nall. I serve as the mayor of the Centropolis.
The Centropolis?
We are on Need, aren't we?
Oh, this is Need, all right. The Centropolis is one of Need's largest cities. So, do you people have any idea why you're here on Need right now?
Can't say I do. There's definitely some kind of power at work here, but I couldn't tell you what.
We were fighting these strange men on top of a tower in Illuria. The next thing we knew, we were here.
You were probably teleported here with those men when they took themselves to Need.
Who the hell were those guys?
A group that we call the 10 Wise Men. Before I explain who they are, I must tell you of the mistakes that have haunted Need's past. About 3.7 billion years ago, Need was a planet.
Meaning what? It's a planet now, isn't it?
The Need of today isn't a planet at all. What we stand on today is better known as Energy Need, an artificial planet enveloped in a high-energy field.
Oh, that must be what my dad called the high energy mass.
3.7 billion years ago, Planet Expel did not even exist in space. Even at that time, the people of Need had vast knowledge of magic science, on a level no other planet could come close to matching. As a result, Need was able to gain control of every planet in the galaxy. But Need didn't rule by force. The records claim it was a model of economic cooperation, almost a living utopia. But even in this near utopia, there lived those with evil minds. They called themselves the 10 Wise Men. They were uninterested in interplanetary cooperation. They wanted the entire galaxy under their iron fists. The 10 fanatical madmen began their conquest by first seizing control of Need with their staggering powers. One by one, Need's cities fell under the sheer force of their attack. Anyone who refused loyalty to their regime was ruthlessly murdered. They showed pity to no one, not even women and children. The Needian armed forces mustered everything they had, but they were completely routed by the overwhelming power of the Wise Men. Their rampage across the planet, however, did not last long. The Needian army summoned up their remaining power, and they fought back fiercely. After weeks of desperate fighting, they finally succeeded in defeating the 10 Wise Men. As their punishment, the 10 Wise Men were exiled to eternity space, a prison from which there can never be any exit. The war was a complete victory for the Needian forces. And in the process, the Needians finally opened their eyes to the extent of the power they had wielded all this time. Even if we never asked for it, we had the technological ability to rule over the entire universe right at our fingertips. If the 10 Wise Men ever came back to haunt us, Need would be engulfed in total war yet again. Nobody wanted this, of course. After a lengthy conference, the world-renowned Dr. Lantis offered a solution that everyone accepted. We opted to seal away our powers, to put an end to the progress that we had achieved. Planet Need was destroyed by the hands of the very Needians who lived there. And so it was that the entire population relocated to Energy Need, ensconced safely in its high energy field. The energy that covers this planet exists to forbid any access to or from foreign space. With it, we are totally cut off from the rest of the universe. You know the rest of the story. The 10 wise men escaped from their banishment into eternity space. How they managed to escape and how they managed to break into Planet Expel is a mystery to us, but the facts are plain for anyone to see. They are out of eternity space, and they have landed on Need once again, and their goal is nothing less than complete domination of the galaxy.
So those were the 10 wise men.
Yes, they are led by the all-powerful Gabriel, with the cunning Lucifer serving as their military advisor. Under them are the remaining 8 wise men, which are in turn led by Michael. They are madmen, and they are to be feared. You can find out more about them in the library's database, if you're interested.
Didn't you notice when they came back to this planet?
We did, but the moment Expel's orbit first became erratic, it was already too late to do anything.
So why did you bring us here anyway?
Because you have the potential.
What do you mean?
As we speak, the 10 wise men are preparing to take over the galaxy, and they're starting with Energy Need. But we simply don't have the power we once had, the power that banished them to another dimension long ago.
So you're asking us to help you out?
That's right. The powers that we and the 10 wise men have are identical. Neither side can come out on top. What we need is a different kind of power.
A different kind of power? What do you think?
I think we have no choice. We're already here after all. If the 10 wise men want to take over the galaxy, then they'll come after Expel sooner or later.
Well, sounds good.
Sounds good then.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry to be blunt, but there isn't a moment to lose. I want to act swiftly and decisively.
What should we do, though?
The first thing you'll want is a mode of transportation to get you around Need.
Isn't that what the transporters are for?
Those are installed only at our main government buildings. For everything else, we use flying symbological creatures known as synards.
Synards?
If you travel north of the Centropolis, you'll arrive at North City. They have a synard breeding farm called The Home up there. I'm sure anyone there can point you to it. Also, there is the library that I mentioned earlier. You'll find a wealth of knowledge about Need's history and technology inside.
Thank you, sir. I'd say it's time to visit North City then.
Reyna!
How did you know my name?
I have something to discuss with you, privately. Could you stay behind for just a moment?
Sure.
I wonder what Reyna's talking about in there.
We probably shouldn't be thinking about it.
I suppose so.
Reyna's about to face up to herself for the first time in her life. This isn't something we can really help her out with.
Claude.
Ah, I apologize for keeping you.
Oh, not at all.
I had best return to my duties then.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
You didn't take that long.
Reyna, listen.
I'm all right.
Reyna?
Let's go. I need to find my answers.
Right.
We're going to North City first, then.
That's straight due north of the Centropolis, I think.